Hello, I am Linda Willow Roberts from I'm a Manifestor Facebook page, Linda Willow Roberts YouTube channel, roberts.linda on Instagram, and I thought I'd pop on and let's do some readings at the moment and just have a look at what's available, what's coming up for us. Something's happening to my camera. I can't believe it. I've had some really weird stuff happen whilst I was trying to set up, and it's just the most bizarre situation. But anyway, let's talk about the energy. Did everybody get through the new moon, and how are you feeling? You're feeling a little bit flat. Remember, the new moon is a dark moon. It's when we're still. It's when we need to reflect. We go back into our caves. We have a look at where we are in life and where we're going to move forward, and how we're going to reinvent ourselves sometimes. Now, we've got the full moon coming up on the 29th of March. It's in Libra. That's a bit of a balance, but it's in opposition. The Aries is, the sun's going to be in Aries, the moon's going to be in Libra, so that's going to just show us a little bit of opposition there, because Librans are about, everybody. Aries is a fire sign, it's about them. So there's a bit of duality about people's personalities. And Marianne said overwhelmed. Yes, very much so, Marianne. We'll talk about that in a minute, and how we can, counteract that. So what's coming up from now, the new moon to the full moon, is the opposition of me and we. We're going to be looking at our relationships closely. Where does that sit with us as we move forward to this full moon? We're going to have a look at authenticity, truth, betrayal, judgment over others. So that's the sort of thing that's going to be coming up in the next couple of weeks till we get to the full moon. So Librans like to be balanced. They're all about it, like we, but their Aries is making us look at us, at yourself personally, at self, you, how you interact with other people, whether it's balanced, those sorts of things. Now, I also wanted to touch on boundaries and powerful words and those sorts of things, and then I'm going to go through each astrological sign, and we'll pull a card to see where we're at, where we're manifesting. So you know that I'm Linda Willow Roberts. I'm a manifestor. I'm a manifesting queen. I'm a Leo Sag, so it's fire, fire, fire. I've got a lot of drive and a lot of ambition. But as the older I get, the more that I mellow with that, and I'm trying to trust spirit to put me where I need to be, when I need to be. So I've been doing this for 35 years. I'm a psychic, I'm a clairvoyant, I'm a certified medium, an angel intuitive, Reiki master, a theta healer, and so much, much more. And I use all the wisdom and everything that I've learnt personally in life, plus the things and the modalities that I've learned, and my lessons that I've learned from spirit and the universe. Now, I can only tell you things from my perspective and what I've learned, what I've experienced. And if that doesn't suit you, then, then find another spiritual teacher to follow. So I just wanted to touch base with a bit of housework. If anybody's messaging you or putting a comment underneath the name, they are not connected to me. It could be a troll, and they're asking you to email them. Do not connect into them. Do not interact with them. They just want money, and they're nothing to do with me. So report them or block them. Now, seeing that we're moving into the full moon in Libra and Aries in the sun, and we're coming up against a bit of a push and pull. Let's talk about boundaries. Let's talk about our words, what we can do, how we can protect ourselves, and those sorts of things. Now, when you are following your spiritual path, It is really important that you are careful with your words and what you say and what you think and the boundaries that you create, because you don't know how much energy or negative vibes you're throwing at something, you know. So I've used a few times, I've used different substances to help me. So I use bay leaves. So I've used bay leaves to manifest with. Now, I've not ever put anybody's name, or everything that I do is from white light. Everything I do is with no harm to anybody. So what I've used is to manifest with, I've used bay leaves, and I actually went to Delphi in Greece, where the world's oracle used to be. They used bay leaves there. They would smoke bay leaves and light them and use them like sage. Before that, they would talk to the hierarchy, the royals, the kings, before they came in to talk to the oracles. And so I've used bay leaves in a very similar way. I've actually burnt them like sage, but I've actually written down the things that I wanted to manifest, and never using anybody's names, always feelings of things that I wanted to. And then I've burnt the dried bay leaves, and I've let the smoke waft up to the ethers so that my hopes, dreams and wishes were up there. I've used charms. I've used different, every sort of culture. I've got lots of things in my house that I manifest with, and I use that all the time. For protection, I've never done anything like writing somebody's name on a piece of paper and put it in the freezer. I believe that sends karma. That is associated with bad karma. I actually trust that spirit will always have my back, will always have the people around me that is for my highest good. So I've never frozen anybody out, because I just don't believe in it. And the same for boundaries. I believe that you don't need to set boundaries against other people. There's a fine line between judgment and boundaries. So somebody asked me in a workshop once, what's the difference between boundaries and judgment? I think judgment is telling everybody why you don't like somebody, what the problem is with them, how it affects you. And the boundary is, then I don't need to pick up that energy. And spirit, I'm putting it up to you for you to sort out for my highest good. People will just fall away if they're not there for your highest good. Now, as for collecting negative energy and removing it from yourself, now remember, wherever your attention goes, energy flows. So if you're thinking about somebody all the time, you're actually giving them your energy. So get out of that habit. The next thing is, I have used a jar full of eggshells, a bit of a witchy thing. If you put it in behind your front door, the eggshells in a jar will take any negativity that is thrown your way. So if I've had any problems with any particular people, I have done that to the point of, and then I've cleaned them before I've put them in the jar. 6 months' time, a girlfriend came to visit me and nearly threw up because the eggshells smelled rotten to her, but I couldn't smell them. So that's what you can do. But I do believe that your words are very powerful. If you're trying to get somebody, say somebody's coming from out of town, right? They're coming from another state to visit other family, other friends, and they say, okay, I don't want you near this town, this place. I just, I'm going to put a big circle around me so that you're not coming near me. Then spirit will listen to your powerful words, and that gives spirit the idea that you've got a boundary around. So if I was going towards a certain small town, or I had to drive past it to get to somewhere else, I've had a situation where I couldn't breathe. I thought I was having a heart attack. I had to pull over, but the person that actually didn't want me in the vicinity was a little bit immature and didn't know the strength of their words or what would happen. So you need to be very aware that whatever you're putting out to the universe is for everybody's highest good with no harm to anybody. So really make sure that your words and what you're putting out there isn't going to harm anybody. If somebody's not supposed to be around you, Spirit will take care of that. You don't need to do anything. And the people that know a little bit about spiritual people are quite dangerous because they really don't know what they're doing, and they're putting things out there willy-nilly and not realising the effect that it will have on other people or what it may cause to stop that happening. And even I've done 30, 35 years, unless, and I do protection and things like that, unless I'm aware that somebody is, as let's call it a booby trapped me from entering a space, and they've put something out there, they could feel quite powerful that they're stopping me from going to a certain area, which is really creating negative karma. And whereas I'm always all right because Spirit looks after me and gets me to slow down and do whatever I need to do, that's going to come back and bite them on the backside. You know, it's all about karmic energy. And this year, 2021, is all about clearing the karmic energy and being authentic and being not judgmental over others, and sending love out and situations to the universe with loving thoughts, you know, putting people in big love bubble and saying, okay, Spirit, here you go, take care of this for their highest, for everybody's highest good. It's always for everybody's highest good that we need to work. So even if you've got an enemy out there and you're not wanting them to be visible to you anymore, but you do it in a loving way, this person is not visible to me anymore. You do not have to do any incantations and scribe or write or any of those things. It's not necessarily, and it just creates karma coming back to you. I have had a really bad neighbour once, and I work with the infinity symbol, and I just, if anybody is being negative or not coming from a good place, I will do the figure 8 symbol because it is light, it is eternal light. And it will always be no harm to anybody. But the person that is doing or creating that negative space for themselves will get all of that coming back to them. You know, I'm a Reiki master. All I need to do is put my hands on my heart and I'm protected. Anything that's negative will go back to where it came from. So just remember that you are loving, unconditionally loving people. This is what it's about. It's about community. It's about people supporting one another. And it's not about being judgmental, boundary judgments, and, you know, trying to have power over other people. It's about remaining in your centre and aligning. So that's, I just wanted to touch base with that, and I hope it wasn't a big ramble. So let's have a look. So Aquarius, how can we help Aquarius Spirit? So we're using the I'm a Manifestor Magical Oracle cards, which are available at lindawillowroberts.com.au, and you can purchase them there. And these are manifesting tools. So let's have a look. Aquarius, what do you need to know for your highest good? Aquarius, what do you need to know for your highest good for the next couple of weeks? Okay, surroundings. So this is saying that Aquarius, make sure that you are surrounded. This is what we were talking about. That you're surrounded by people, unconditional love, that are positive and that are nurturing you and you are nurturing them. That what you're giving is coming back to you. It's reciprocated. It's balanced. It's the balance of the giving and the receiving. But Aquarians, it really looks good for you because your surroundings is exactly what you need to do. Pisces, what do you need to know for your highest? Happy Pisces season. Pisces, what do you need to know for your highest good? Let's have a look. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. What do you need to know? We've got discovery. You're in the learning phase. This is perfect, Pisces, for you, for your next year that's coming towards you. Pisces, it's discovering, it's learning, it's reading, it's balancing, it's stepping into a new world. It's stepping up into your power what you're learning is helping you step forward. So it's a really good thing for you to do. But remember to ground yourself. Remember, whatever new that you're learning, Pisces, you need it to morph into what it needs to be for you. I'm a spiritual teacher, and I'm often telling people in my workshops, you know, please forget about what I've said and go away and let it all gel, so that the subconscious mind and, you know, holistically mind, body and soul picks out the things that it needs for it to morph into you. Spirit doesn't need another me or another spiritual teacher or another mentor. They need you to let it morph into what it needs to be for you, Pisces. It being your words, your actions, your abilities, your experiences and your wisdom, not somebody else's. Okay, Aries, Aries, Aries. So Aries, the moon will be in full moon in Libra at the end of the month. The sun will be in Aries. So just have a look, Aries, at your fire sign, that you're not thinking too much of me instead of we. I'd watch that if I was you, Aries. And you are passionate about things. So, you know, maybe just take a step back and just say, is this or the words or how I feel, is that coming from a loving place? Okay, Aries, let's have a look. What do you need to know? Okay, playfulness, have a bit of fun, Aries. So like I said, you know, you could be a little bit serious and be in the I mode. It's okay if it's I feel. But when we're spiritually developing Aries, it's not about the blame game. It's not about blaming others. It's about looking at where is this in you. And so this is telling you to play more, to lighten up, to get out of your head, back into your heart and find the joy that is around you. Okay, Taurus, what do you need to know at the moment? Let's knock on this. And Taurus, what do you need to know? Let's have a look. Taurus, what do you need to know? Okay, gratitude, Taurus. Be grateful for all what you have, for all that I am, all that I have. Gratitude takes you from a place of lack to a place of appreciation and have. When you use gratitude, and they say attitude for gratitude, but you know that's a bit of a cliche, bullshit cliche. You know, gratitude, what it actually does is it takes your mindset from being reserved, from being, you know, what am I going to get, or you know, what makes me happy. You know, you've got to really stand back and look at what you have, who you are, where you've come from, what you like now, and see the small blessings. And it actually gives you more blessings. And on the card also there's a lady with her arms open wide, and I have been known to stand out there and go, I am open and receptive to the abundance of the universe, and I'm so very grateful. There's a kookaburra and a bear, because it gives you, when you come from a place of lack, or you've come from a negative or a lull, and you're rising out of the ashes and you're coming out of the abyss, and you start being grateful, Taurus, it really starts to give you the strength, and that's why the bear is on that card. Okay, Geminis, let's have a look. Lovely shopping frenzy Geminis. What do you need to know for your highest good, Gemini? Let's have a look. Gemini, what do you need to know? Let's have a look, Geminis. Full moon. So this is completion, Gemini. This means that you've come in some area full circle. You're aware of things. You started off and you didn't quite know everything, Gemini, and now you've come full circle and you're aware and you understand and you're ready to move forward for your highest good. It's about having the power that the work that you've done on yourself and the life that you've built for yourself is actually starting to move forward because you've come this full circle. It's also talking about Gemini moving into the full moon power. It's in Libra. You're adaptable, Gemini, you know, and Librans, and it's a full moon in Libra, and it's about balance. And you really, Geminis really like balance. They really like the give and the take and the balance. So I think this full moon is going to be, Gemini, a good moon for you to manifest with. Okay. Imaginative Cancer. What do you need to know for your high school? We'll tap on the cards. What do you need to know for your high school? What are we manifesting? I'm the mailman. I'm delivering your messages. Okay, so Cancer, what do you need to know for your high school at the moment? And it flipped out, so I'm going to take it. And only one flipped out. This is the health card, Cancer. It's about you balancing the toxins that are coming in and out of your body and that your surroundings. It's looking after yourself. It's calling in Archangel Raphael, Hanael, Sekhmet, all of the healers and all of the. When I'm calling in healers, I go to a theatre, have a theatre session and a massage with my friend that's a naturopath. And when I'm laying on the table, I call in all the hierarchy of the healers and anybody that can help me lift and remove anything that's no longer for my highest good. So not only is health is looking about releasing and letting go, but it's also looking at what you're putting into your body and around you. And it could be words, it could be listening to somebody's words, chatting, and you need to, I was taught, probably 30 years ago, if I wanted to get somebody's words out of my ears, I would pull them out like this and just go, I'm going to let go of all that negative stuff that's coming in. So remove yourself from toxins, and it's holistic. It's mind, body, and soul, Cancer. Okay, lovely Leos, because I'm a Leo sun, a Leo rising, and a Sag moon. So Leos, we're tapping on it. Leo, what message can we bring through to fellow Leos, the fire signs? So remember this full moon that's coming up. Leos, we're fair. If we come from that warm-hearted place, we're fair, and if we use this full moon that's coming up, what we're going to do is to not only stand in our own shoes, but we will stand in other people's shoes, and we will look at both sides of things. Okay, so Leo, what do you need to know? What are we manifesting, Leo? I'm the mailman, and I'm doing the delivery of the message. What does Leos need to know? Career, work. This is all about doing what it is that we're here to do, our life purpose. Now, when we step in and do what we're here to do this lifetime, Spirit will just spin the energy around us and bring in everything that we need to do. So when I'm looking at what I'm supposed to be doing in life, this is my life. It's talking about Spirit, making tools like the oracle cards so that I can help you manifest what it is that you need to. This is what I'm passionate about. This gives me energy. This lights me up. This makes me feel like I have a purpose. And it doesn't matter who I help or when I help. If somebody just needs, okay, we've got the John Richards there, Marianne White. Can somebody please, can we block him at the moment? This person on here is there, John Richard. He is not associated with me. He's a troll. He's trying to get you to email him so that you will pay for a reading. So please, somebody report this person. Okay, so Leo, it's about career. It's about doing what it is that you're here to do. It's about doing, and it's passionate, and everything else just falls into place. So what I would do, looking at this card with career, I'm putting it up to Spirit, and I'm saying, Spirit, please help me with my life purpose. I ask you to come in 24/7 and direct me on what I need to do. Last year, at the beginning of last year, I asked Spirit to help me get your Spirit's messages out, the Creator's messages out, the universe, whatever name you use. I asked them to help me bring it more into the mainstream. Well, I think in the last 3 months, I've done 20 articles for 20 different magazines, all mainstream. So I'm asking Spirit to now step me forward so that I can actually be out in the mainstream more, to help more people open up to the fact that they need free will. There's something bigger than us out there, and so that we can help people manifest for their highest good. And so to me, that's what that card means. So it's all about being passionate about what you're doing in life. Okay, Virgo, let's have a look. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. How can we help Virgo? Let's have a look. For Virgo's highest good. We're using the I'm a Manifestor Magical Oracle card. Now, this card hasn't come up for quite a long time. So I'm feeling like the energy is starting to change. Virgo, for you, it's in the now. That when you're in the now, your mind is still. You're aligned. Now, how you still your mind so you're not thinking about what you've got to do, Virgos, because you are hard workers. So you've got to stay in the now. You've got to be in the present moment. Breathe in, close your eyes, breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth, in through your nose, out through your mouth, and that's brought the stillness. Your mind is clear. Look around, because in the now is when Spirit will bring in messages and synchronicities for you to follow. It's also when you notice the magic in the ordinary, the special things. So Virgo, I know that you're hard workers, but try and stay in the now and have a look at the magic in the ordinary, because it really is beautiful what's around you and it helps you see your blessings. Okay, Libra. So at the end of the month, Libra, the full moon is in you. And it's in opposition to the sun in Aries. So Librans, you like balance, you like harmony, you're fair-minded. There's an equilibrium. So with the sun in Aries, Librans, you might find that other people are a bit me, me, me. So you might have to send them a lot more love than you normally do. So Libra, let's have a look. Let's have a look for your highest good. What do you need to know that will help you manifest at the moment? Okay, let's have a look. Not wanting to come, Libra, I'm going to shuffle again. So this is for Libra. Okay, let's have a look. One's flown out, so we'll take it. It's the children card. So this to me is children. To me, are curious. When you're looking at something through a child's eyes, you're looking at it from new eyes. They're curious. They look at things from a different perspective that is really quite innocent. There's not a lot of thought goes behind how you look at something, Libra. So maybe you need to go back to just looking at things through a new perspective and be a little bit more curious. Yes, Rita, I have done Gemini, so you can watch the replay after. We're just doing Libra now. So it's looking at things through new eyes, and it's being aware that the inner child still is in there, that you can actually play with, that you can actually enjoy life with, and it's not being afraid to be it's a bit silly and try new things, because kids, when you're a child and when you've got children, you might get them to do little different activities. They may play sport, they may play an instrument, they might do this or that. But as they go along, they find out what it is they like and what it is they don't like, what they're good at, what fires them up. So it's about finding things and going back to, okay, what did I want to do when I was a child? What can I do now that's a little bit fun that I haven't done before? So Librans, look at that. And like I said, the full moon is in your sign at the end of the month. So people might be a bit I, and just make sure that you're still doing we, and having a little bit of fun. Scorpio, let's have a look. Scorpio, what do you need to know for your highest good? Scorpio, let's have a look. What are you manifesting, Scorpio? My daughter's Scorpio, so I always like doing her. Let's have a look, Scorpio. Spiritual teacher. So this is a bit funny because my daughter is a teacher. But she's not a spiritual teacher. The spiritual teacher is about using what you've got. It's about you using your knowledge, wisdom, and know that you can manifest the life that you want for your highest good. But it's also asking for help. It's also seeking out a mentor, somebody that can help you with the answers. I had a friend about no, actually, I don't like speaking about religion, but she asked me a question and said, "Is this real or is this not real?" And for I think she's about 58. For a 58-year-old to question her beliefs, that's when you need a spiritual teacher. That's when you need a different perspective. That's when you need to have somebody sit down and talk to you that has been in this spiritual world for 30, 35 years. It's not. When I did it, I really struggled at the beginning of my spiritual journey. Not everybody. It wasn't the new trend. It was. I was the only one in my family, and a lot of the times we didn't talk about it. And so, but at the moment, you've got spiritual teachers available left, right, and centre. If you're looking for a spiritual teacher, Scorpio, make sure it's somebody that comes well reviewed. People that have been to them, they can actually vouch for them. And not these people that are putting comments underneath and saying, email me for readings, because they're just trolls. But Scorpio, seek out that person that can help you make sense out of it all. I think that's what I'm trying to say. Saggies. Okay, Sagittarians, what do you need to know for your highest good for the last couple of weeks of March, heading into the full moon in Libra? Let's have a look. I'm a Sag moon, excuse me. So the Sag, when you look at your moon sign, it's about your emotions and your inner world. Sagittarius are generous and they're free. Won't be a moment. Sorry. Sagittarians, you got full moon. Yeah, I'm not feeling that, but I'm going to take it. So full moon is about a full completion of a cycle, starting new cycles. The full moon is when something can come in for you, Sag. It's all about using the manifesting energy of the full moon to manifest with and feel the power. Sages, self-love. That's, yep. So between now and the full moon, Sages, make sure that you're balancing the giving, the receiving. It's about your inner world. And when you get to the full moon, I think there's going to be a fair bit of movement internally. Things are going to actually start moving forward after this Libra and full moon. I feel like there's quite a bit of movement, Sages, around the full moon. And I'm feeling like it's like a big cleanse. It's like you're just about to step into something new. So I hope that helps you. Capricorn. Let's have a look. Capricorn, what is it that you need to know for your highest good for the rest of March, heading up to the Libra full moon? Okay, we've got feng shui. Capricorn, it's all about you releasing and detoxing the declutter, getting rid of what clutter mind, body, and soul. Feng shui is about balance. It's about the yin and the yang. It's about the elements, and it's about the flow of chi and going with the flow, Capricorns. So it is about decluttering. It's getting rid of what no longer serves you. So I might just get rid of that. Okay, it's about getting rid of what no longer serves you. The feng shui card is making you aware of what is in your surroundings that needs to be cleared and aired out. So I hope that helps you all with an oracle card for all of your signs, astrological signs. Now remember what I said, When you're doing protection of yourself, it's about bringing your energy in, surrounding yourself with white light, bringing in rainbow colours, being in a glass box, front, back, side, top, bottom, open to spirit. It is not about being judgmental and writing somebody's name on the card, popping it in the freezer, burning it on a bit of bay leaf. That is just, will create karma. You're actually using things that will actually create karma. If you're not meant to be in somebody's life, spirit will do the work. If you are working with spirit for your highest good and for the highest good of humanity, and you're trusting them 100%, you don't need to do anything. Whatever is for your highest good will not go past you, and what will drop out of your life will automatically drop out of your life. This a trend about boundaries and what you've got to say. If you're honest, authentic, and you're speaking from a place of love, you should know where you stand with people. It is only when you're not being authentic and you're not speaking your truth is there a problem. So I hope that helps you. This is Linda Willow Roberts from I'm a Manifestor Magical Oracle cards. I'm a Manifestor Facebook page. You can purchase the I'm a Manifestor Magical Oracle cards from lindawillowroberts.com.au. And also I would like to get you to pop over to my YouTube channel, which is Linda Willow Roberts. Now, for everybody that has my Oracle cards, I don't know if you're aware or not, but on my website, lindawillowroberts.com.au, under the I'm a Manifestor Magical Oracle cards in the tab, you'll find there's a little video for each card so that there's a little bit more insight into the cards. So I hope you have a lovely couple of weeks. Be strong. Come from a place of love and think about we. Internally think about how you feel, but think about humanity and how you're coming across and what it is that you're putting out into the world, and whether it is for the highest good of all or just for you. Thank you. Bye.